Alright, so here is just one last thing I wanted to do in Destiny 2 before this thing gets sunsetted. It's the Leviathan raid, the very first raid of Destiny 2, and maybe not the best one, but I definitely needed it because I had this stupid shotgun called Legend of Acreus and I couldn't move it out of my inventory unless I'm gonna do this raid and grab some stupid seals. So let's go, let's hit up an LFG and let's begin. And the fun starts right away when I notice, goddammit, Titans really slow. Even if I use my butter knife here, which is very important, I'm too slow. And it's even funnier if you actually arrive here and you can actually avoid confrontation if you're not hitting anyone. But as you can see, even I accidentally hit one of those fellows. Alright, managed to get into the castellum, and the main job is basically to open the doors. I do not really participate in getting the flag first, but the other job is just to keep away those stupid enemies, which, well, it's not the most interesting task in the world. I guess I can do it. After yoinking in some of these flags, we finally open up the door and it's time to open up the first chest, which has actually the first seal that I need out of 10. Fantastic, let's go. So the actual first encounter of the raid actually is the Gauntlet, and in there we have a very interesting constellation. We have 4 people standing on some plates and shooting arrows, as you can see here. We have 2 people running on the outside, trying to get a ball not to explode, and at the same time dropping it in the courtyard in the middle. And it is very easy, just need some people that help out, you know, you shoot your own plate, and if you fail, looks like this.
Guardian down. Guardian down.
For some training, some proper equipment changes, we finally made it happen. Only took actually 4 attempts, and I gotta say, for an LFG group that did never play before, together, at least in a constellation, it worked quite well. If you never played this encounter, it's very easy to explain. You basically shoot the arrow that's not caught, the runner goes through the gate. Once that happens, one of these thingies arrives again, you punch and it goes away. Then you have to look to your right partner and help them out to shoot the actual right arrow. Repeat that 3 times, and then in the end, everyone has to run. As you can see here, everyone drops here in the outside ring, and there's no monster to be found. But we have 6 runners and only 4 of these glowing orbs. So how do we communicate in an LFG group that never really communicates how to take the right orb? Well, just be reactive. Thankfully, everything worked out fine. We only had 2 people drop, and we need only 4 of the runners to get through. And as you can see, yeah, did work. God, finally, let's see our chance. Did we do it? Yes, we did it.
That's right.
There we go.
GG, everyone. Alright, let's go to the chest, grab a loot, and finally another seal. Fantastic. Once that was done for, we go back again actually into the castellum and rinse and repeat. You know, punch these big dudes, grab the flags, and bring it to the next door. Easy. And as a reward for doing the door challenge, we get yet another seal. 3 down, only 7 more to go. So the next encounter is called the baths. We usually split our teams in right side and left side. So we have 3 people on the right and 3 people on the left. 2 of them have always to stand on a plate, well, 4 actually for 2 sides. And 1 of them has to run around and basically trade places with them. Because we need a buff to not basically fade away in the acid here. Sometimes these buffers come out and I mean we just shoot them instantly. Once we did that for a certain amount of time, we finally did it and we can start the end fight. And hang on, what? Doesn't it take like 3 minutes of rounds? Oh, okay, we're done. Okay.
Yeah, man, you have 3
Jesus Christ, that's easy.
I think I got 6 slams with that.
I have to say, I never expected to do it in the first attempt, and actually in the very first round. This was perfect. And then after another round of yoinking in these flags, get another seal, and we go to the pleasure gardens. Haha. It's basically time to pet the doggos with some knives. Okay, 4 people need to grab a seat basically, and 2 others go upstairs here like I do and need to open up these seats so we can charge our buff that we can use to hit the dogs on the head. And sometimes the dogs really don't like to play with us. That never changed, but hey, as soon as we grab that, we get the actually buff. We get to kill one of these ads, and if we not forget about them, like my mate did here on the other side, we still have to shoot them afterwards. And then if the dogs even find you on accident, we would just decide, okay, we have 2 times buff, let's go, it should be enough, we can do enough damage. And, well, I guess we kind of do. I mean, look at that. He's done in just a few seconds. 1 more guillotine run, come on. And he's done for. Easy. Too bad that one of our mates even forgot where his dog was, and so 3 people run together and just get together for one single dog. I'm having it. Give it fine. There we go. Nice one. But hey, the challenge was to kill all the 6 dogs in one round, and we did that. And as we did that, we also managed to beat the challenge and got actually 2 chests.
Oh shit, that was a challenge?
Yeah, it was challenge this week.
Come to my chamber. Let us drink together.
To be fair, Carlos, I don't think I'm ready for that type of commitment for a stranger that basically just lets me run a walk in this fun park that is still eating to this day mercury, so stay away. Regardless, we yoink these 3 flags in and accidentally walk in the wrong direction. But once we do hit the right direction, we get to the entrance hall, and I gotta say, goddammit, this looks beautiful in this really royal purple. And who do we meet? Well, basically overfed baby Bowser behind those doors. Alright, this encounter is actually super easy. If you've never done it before, quick explanation. 3 people get to stay in the void and need to basically tell us which enemies to kill inside this room. Because all 6 are getting pulled, but only 3 need to stay behind. So we just punch a few dudes or shoot them back because our punches are a little bit too weak. As you can see here, we did that very swiftly and actually induced damage phase quite easily. Now there's one last stand phase that we actually need to face, and that is actually to get the final buff for the damage phase, because you know you need to charge your punches, they're way too weak. And with that, we are also inside the room in danger of burning alive because he's so crispy with his super magic light here. So we need to shoot down his shield and hopefully not die. Do we manage to do that? Sort of. I mean, did shoot the shit down, but I sadly died. Good thing this is normal mode where you can actually respawn again by our mates, and then we just do the damage phase. And usually there's 4 plates that we need to hop down on, but it's 2020. Mate, we do this in 1 plate, of course. It's that easy. And yes, of course, there's even another final stand where the boss charges yet again his stupid light, but as we just shoot it down almost instantly. Now it's finally time for loot. And with that, we drop down into the basement and actually notice, hang on, this is very boring. Let's fast forward and see, hey, this is how loot. Congratulations. Now, usually we take a picture here, celebrate and congratulate and do social media posts, but this is an LFG, so we don't do any of that and just focus on the task there, because this raid actually only gives us 8 out of 10 seeds and I have to do it again. Oh no.